Hi, everybody, and welcome back. My name is Melissa, and this year I'm sharing 365 tips for frugal living. So, I know somebody, and we make approximately the same amount of money. And we have a very different lifestyle dynamic. I'm a single mom, divorced, living in a tiny home, supporting two people. My goals are, zero debt and everything. When I buy something, it tends to be an absolute necessity that I don't want to buy most of the time, or something that's like more of a major purchase that you need for something. Except for woodworking and tools. Oh my God, like, don't let me loose in a Home Depot. It's dangerous. Or a Lowe's, or especially a Menards. Don't let me loose in a Menards. But it tends to. Sorry, it's really hot in here today. It tends to. I don't know, just like how I spend my money is very different, and it's not on stuff. And so this other person who makes about the same as me, and mind you, they've been making this money steady for like 3 years, versus me in 2023, from May of 2023 until May of 2024, I didn't work. I was sick, I was disabled, I was unable to work at all. And then I went to very part-time work. I worked like 10 to 15 hours a week in June, July, so on and so forth. Gradually increased, and now I'm back to like a full-time type job for the most part. Though I do have to cut back hours whenever I start to like see health issues. So you would think that this person who is making the same amount of money as me and is single, no kids, no responsibilities, you would think that they would have a lot more assets and money, but they really don't, because they have, I think we all have a list of things we want. Me, it's more of a list of places than things, because they're where I want to see. But they have a list of like things they want to buy. And I mean, I have a list of things I want to buy too, but not, how do I explain? Okay, so like if you look in my Amazon cart, it's so funny because a lot of the things that you'll see in the Amazon cart aren't necessarily things I want to buy. They're things I want to make or build. And I'll be like Googling ideas, and of course like that shopping thing comes up, and like, so a lot of the time things like in Amazon, I'll be like, oh, that's kind of like what I want, but not quite. So I'll like throw it in the cart so I can look back at it and like remember what I was thinking of building, and then like draw up the plans, or just start cutting willy-nilly and build it. But yeah, so that's kind of like what it has. Or it'll have things that I'm not even necessarily really gonna buy, but like they may be a solution to something. So a screw, a hook, a whatever, where it's just like kind of sitting in there because I need to remember to stop and buy. Like, it may be a whole set of screws in there that's like $15 in the Amazon cart, so that I remember to buy like this one specific screw where I only need one of them, and I'll just go to like Ace or Menards or, somewhere and buy like the one screw for like a quarter or whatever. So yeah, I mean, I guess we all kind of have that, or, like a grocery list. But like, if you collect stuff, like some people have collections, and collections get costly. And I understand, like, you might have memories, you may have memorabilia. And when I was getting rid of a bunch of stuff, like when I first embarked on minimalism, and as you know, I am a little bit of a person of extremes a lot of the time. And so, of course, I was a little extreme. And one of the things I learned is that a lot of things you can take pictures of. So, like, all of my kids' artwork and stuff, I just took pictures of it, and I kept, like, anything that had his handprint on it or his picture. And, like, maybe a couple of other things. Like, I kept the first book he wrote. It was so cute. He was, like, 2.5, I want to say, when he wrote his first book. It was absolutely adorable. My kid was a really early reader, really early writer. It was so cute. He used to like write in circles. So like the sentence, like it was circular. It was so cute. But I got rid of a lot of stuff. And so like pictures can like keep those memories alive. I don't necessarily always need, I mean, sometimes it's nice. Sometimes I like going to a thrift store just to like touch stuff that brings a memory. But I really feel like I don't want to collect a bunch of stuff. And collections, they cost money to get, like when you're purchasing them, to acquire. They cost money to care for. They cost time in taking care of, because you have to dust them and everything and maintain them. And most collections, I mean, like occasionally some pieces will become profitable. But I mean, how many of y'all collected Beanie Babies? Well, probably not most of y'all in my audience. I remember my Beanie Baby collection consisted of like the McDonald's Happy Meal things that my mom bought me. And, they're like, oh, don't open them. They're going to be worth so much money. Okay, whatever, tossed them away. And I know everybody thought that they were going to be worth millions now, but I'm pretty sure they're worth about a quarter each. Which is fine, because she paid $1 for them. And I don't even know where mine went. I think I ended up giving mine to like my cousin's kid or something. But most collections don't actually net you a profit. So, I mean, and it's, whereas I feel like if I had low overhead, no mortgage, no kid, it was just me, no food expenses, no housing expenses, just like gas and car, I would have a decent bit of money. I would have saved. I would be able to, pay cash for, I mean, after 3 years, I could have paid cash for a house my size. I could have moved out to, a different location. I mean, I don't know if I would have wanted to do that because of the commute, but still. Honestly, I probably would have paid cash for a house like an hour from here, gotten a job serving or waitressing or something where I could work part-time and then, But, I mean, I have a kid and I have bills and everything. So, don't collect stuff. That's today's tip for frugal living. Stop collecting. Because I have never seen a single person profit off of a collection. All I've seen is money go down the drain. Anyways, again, my name's Melissa, and this year I'm sharing 365 tips for frugal living. If you want to hear more, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.